Yes. Welcome back. It's been really long time. You know, I had to get some things together, and by the grace of God, we are done. And today I was like, let me come and see my family on YouTube. Let me come and say hi to my friends. Let me come and say I'm sorry for keeping you guys waiting and not coming on live and also not uploading videos and not saying anything and just being mute. We are all human beings. Sometimes we get broken, we get disturbed. Things just keep happening. So sometimes we just let it flow like that. But finally, we're back and it's your boy B to the K to the D and the Nas in the building, aka Read AD. We bust it up right now. It's life and colored. But today's own is just a lady who sent me a voice message, and then they would like to hear everyone's opinion. They would like to hear what people are saying and what people think. And I would like to play the voice so that everybody at least knows what is going on, what are we about to talk about. But before then, the voice is in Tree. So, which means I have to explain the voice, I have to translate it so that people understand it. So it's just basically like two couples living together, and then things got tough and difficult. You know how life can be sometimes. So they made their mind that they would travel. So the lady traveled and the guy also traveled. But when they traveled, they had a little child that they left behind and something happened. So before then, let me just explain and let me just let you know what it is about. So, yeah. Mm. Hmm. So, moment. But before then, let me try to share the link so that people will join. But if you join, try to share the link and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend that we are in the building right now and we bust it up right now. Yeah. I didn't want to share the link though, but yeah. You don't want to steal my wife. Let me just share the link and everybody can join from WhatsApp, from youth page, choir. Yeah. Yes. Yes. So I'll play the voice very soon so that everybody hears and knows what is going on and what is happening because it's not easy, you know. There are a lot of problems that happen in marriage, happen in relationships, and we got to find a way to solve them, a way to deal with them, and not just to always give up or bounce back. But before then, let me play the voice and know the sad story behind everything. Fans of Honey Queen, good afternoon. I'm Yasum Jane Kamo. Asim Bina Beton, my name in the I hope you're hearing me. Dear men coming to me and Bobo, men coming to me and Dada Asimi, and say me the bedam on I in the drink ready, my new bano. A buy will be any abrantia be and no more, no more, a collabako, a clan over 3 good years, a clanny or 3 good years, and no munina, near mamma, things almost so moon to kind of pisica cra. Into a buy one a papers echo a grubia your friend in Italy upon the so and a brand so it will quite a grubia your friend Jordan a crumine so into Omoja Acolano at the man
mommy. By why it's okay in 2-3 months, pepe, and a sebini bano a free mo a woo ye, and mammy no ain't me and bona mania son, de piano or friend bano so bano or yari, or go school, obey say school fees, nanny a by way else in this case. So a by way episode in a bunny and casa, the mammy so conny auntie how or go school or go say, oh yes, 6 good years. Into one day na by way say a some way dear mean tears here that. I think and me mammy who one for a colano and mammy that now 2 coins are 6 years in a minute.
Yes. So basically, what we're about to talk or what we are about to discuss is about two couples who were living together, have a child, and then things were getting tougher. So they traveled. The guy traveled to other country, and then the lady also traveled to Italy. So they've been there for like almost 6 years. But as soon as they left Africa, in 3 months later, or after 3 months, their child passed away. But they left the baby with their mother, with the girl's mother, basically. And then the child mother never told the lady what happened to the child, whether the baby is alive or not, what is happening to the baby or anything. And then they left the baby like that for all this while. And then the mother kept asking the girl for money, asking the girl for the child's school fees, what the child will eat. But whenever the lady want to talk to the child, the mother will say, yeah, your child is visiting the uncle, visiting the auntie, like kind of making excuses, and didn't want the parents, to talk to the child. And then the mother was disturbed, as a mother. She was disturbed and then worried and kept pursuing and pushing her mother that she want to talk to the child, and the mother never accepted it. So this is what happened. The lady just called the husband that this is the feeling I'm having, and then my mother always don't let me talk to the child, and I don't know what is going on or what is happening. Can you just travel back home and check on our child? So the guy went back home and checked and find out that their child passed away after they traveled 3 months. Within 3 months, the child passed away. And the mother never ever told the daughter or anyone that the baby is dead or something like that. And she kept making excuses and collecting money from these beautiful young couples, and a kind of using that advantage to acquire wealth from this young kids. And it's your own daughter, your own biological daughter, like your grandchild is dead. You couldn't tell the mother for 6 good years. So the question here that the lady is trying to find or trying to understand is that what should she do to the mother? If it were you, if you were to be in her shoes, what would you have basically say? What would you have done? Please let's know your ideas. Let us know what you think about the whole thing. And in case you didn't understand it well, I can explain it again for you to get the clear vision, the clear understanding to what is basically happening, so that we can all communicate and console our sister and the husband. Because it's, for me, my opinion that I want to say on this is it's really bad that a couple traveled together and left the child behind. Let's say it happened a lot in Africa because you don't know what you're gonna face or where you are going, so you don't want to go with the child, because you don't know what to expect, what is going to happen. So people travel and leave their children behind. But you leave the child with your mother, and the child is dead for 6 good years. You were never able to speak to the child. And you never bother to call people in the neighborhood to find out. You never bother to call other people outside to find out. And you kept sending money. I don't know how in this world that you believe to the extent that you don't ask questions, you don't try to find out from other people at least to confirm what is going on, if everything is all right or they are telling you the truth or not. For your child to die, and like for all these 6 years, and you never spoke to the child, and you kept sending money for school fees and everything, this is really ridiculous. And that also got me thinking about the girl's mother. Why would you do such? Like, why would you just be so evil to your child, to your daughter? and your grandchild, like just for money, and kept collecting school fees and everything for 6 good years, and the child was dead after they traveled within 3 months. Like, this is really ridiculous, and it's hard, you know. Like, this world have turned into something that if you don't take care, trusting people is gonna be issue, and like it's gonna be just too much problems to try to trust people and to understand people, because where in the hell would you just collect money on behalf of a dead person? How would this benefit you? What kind of world are we living in these days? What generation of world are we living in? This is the first one, and there is a second one, you know. But first, if you're watching me, drop your comment. Let me see your hands up. Let me see what you have in mind. What are you contributing, and what are you saying? Let's know what you think in the comment section below, and let's pick it up from there. Yes, 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 yes. And in case you are watching and you also want to join the live stream, you can just let me know, and then I'll share the link with you, and then you join me here and also share your opinions and what you think. Yeah. It's sometimes just too much to understand. Guys, if you're watching, let me hear you. Let me see you. Let me see your hands up. Yeah. Why can't I see the comments here? People are commenting, but I cannot see it. So let me read it from here. So she never spoke to the child for her mother's birthday, everything, talk less, talking on regard, basic, only heartbreaking. Yeah, so basically the couple traveled for 6 years and then they never heard from the child. And that was really, really bad of the parent that they never tried to find out. And that is what I'm still trying to wrap my mind over. Because how can you travel without hearing from your child for all these years and you still feel comfortable sending money and like paying the child school fees and everything? And as a mother, I think you should know better. You should, your as the moment your instincts kick in that no, something is wrong, you should try to reach out. If your mother is not allowing you, talk to the child. Where does the child attend school? You should know, you should talk to the teachers. You should be able to contact the school. You should be able to contact the people in the neighborhood. What church do they attend? Can you contact somebody in the church? Didn't you have friends in Ghana that you could contact? Or in, like, it's just weird and ridiculous if you think about it. People come for travel for 2 days without hearing or video calling with their kid, and we are talking about 6 whole years. Yeah, this is really crazy. For 6 good years, like, how can that be possible? So if it were to be you right now, what would you do to the mother? What would you say? What would you tell your mom? Just imagine you are the lady right now and then this happened to you. Sometimes it's just crazy that people can go through such situation. Sometimes we think our situation is really bad. Then people's own come in and then it's just crazy. Yeah, that is normal thing to do. Let's know where you took the child to, send pictures, send videos, let's understand what is going on with the kids. But you don't just leave them and like that and then without hearing from anyone and then keep sponsoring money and then your child is dead and gone and you have no idea for 6 good years. And you feel it's normal because yeah, it's my mother who is talking, it's my father who is talking, so I believe them, I trust them. Since they say the child is okay, the child is okay. So for 6 good years, like, sometimes it's hard to believe such stories and such things unless it happened to someone that if not, it's really really crazy. I mean, I can't even leave my child for 10 seconds without calling or hearing his voice. That is the thing. That is a mother speaking. Like as a mom, I don't know, or as a parent, you should be able to hear from your kid 247 regardless what is going on. Like, even how would you live without hearing from your partner for all that long, and not to talk of your child? Like, this is something beyond understandable. I don't know if there was something behind the normal thing that was done. If not, why would this happen? Why would such thing really happen? It's just not really understandable and clear to me. But unfortunately, it has happened and it is what it is. And I hope that things could change for the good and for the better and for the best. Yeah. So it's just crazy. It's just crazy. This world is full of drama, full of crazy stuffs. And the second one, so I guess people have shared their opinions and have talked. Yeah. So even in the absence of the mother, still check up on the children. Yeah. So and the second one is a lady who is in Europe and met a guy in Africa and kept sending money to the guy because she loves the guy, and then she's trying to help the guy build his business in Africa so that if she comes back, the guy will marry her, you know, and not knowing that the guy have already engaged another lady and was looking for money to establish him like himself so that he can get married to that guy, and was just practically using this lady in abroad to make money for himself. And the guy, and let me play the voice, for people to know that it is. Let me keep searching for the voice, and then I'll play it as soon as I find it. Because this is crazy that you meet people on online, on internet, and then you keep investing in them. I'm not saying it's bad to invest in your relationship, a long distance relationship. Also, people met people online and they end up getting married, and everything works perfect for them. you know it's really good, you can do it. I'm not saying it's bad, because nobody knows where they will find their loved ones. People meet their loved ones in the club, people meet their loved ones on the toilet, people meet their loved ones in the church, on the field, in like everywhere. There is, it's just so many places that you can meet your loved ones to make things work. So unfortunately, with this lady, she was not lucky. She invested almost 9,000, which $9,000. Yeah, she invested $9,000 in this guy, and then she came back home, and then she was expecting that marriage is about to happen. The guy's business is booming. Everything is just gonna work perfectly well. And all of a sudden, this guy or this lady just show up that the guy has promised me to marry me, and I am wearing his promise ring. So the girl was asking, what will she do? So the lady fall as sick, like automatically, like she practically just went cold. Her body just dropped, and that is not funny at all. You know, this is what I always tell the ladies, that guys, I'm a guy, but to be honest with you, it's really hard to trust guys. It's really hard. I'm not saying you should not trust your partner, you should not trust guys, all of them, no. But trusting guys is a big thing to do, you know, because most guys we know on the street, some have even given birth, some are even having wives, children, some are having children outside their marriage, not one, children, two, three outside their marriage, and their wife don't even know. Some men were even having a child before getting married to their wife, and their wife don't know till today. And they've been living for almost 15 good years. You know, so for you to just meet somebody on the internet, and then because of what he or she have tell you or explain to you about their life, and then you just give your all to the person, you know, you give your all to the person, you invest financially in the person, your time, everything, you know, is too much. So I always tell the ladies that let the dog search for the bones, and don't let the bones search for the dog. Not everybody will understand, but what I'm basically trying to tell you is that the dog always go to hunt for the animal, not the animal always go to hunt for the dog. But in this part of the world we are living in, they want you to understand that, yeah, you can also hunt for the dog or blah blah blah, everything. You know, it's not good for a lady to hunt for the guy. I'm being honest with you. It's not good. You should be available. How do you be available for the man to find you? You know, it's by giving them that smile, that room that you are available and you are still looking for people. You know, not being rude, not being mean. You know, because the difficult person to talk to or to stop on the street is somebody who is engaged, who is married, or who is dating seriously. You know, but single people have another code, which is like they are free to welcome everybody, not like anybody, but you know, some kind of type of people that they are expecting. You know, everybody have their own expectations, you know. So this is what I want to talk about, and then I'm just like, how do we deal with this type of things? You know, if you were to be in the lady's shoe, what will you do right now that you have invested in this guy for so long, and then the guy is now about to get married to another lady instead of you, because they were already with that lady and they have already proposed to that lady, and then they were just using you that they find online to make money. You know, basically the guy was using the lady just to make money for himself. So if you are the lady right now, what are you going to do? What is your plans? What are your ideas? What will you tell such people? What is the advice to people like this on the street? People that fall victim to such situations. Because it could be me today, it can be you tomorrow. It can be you today, it could be me tomorrow. So let's try to advise each other. Let's be vigilant, let's be extra careful, and to know how and when to approach people and how we invest our life in people. Because a lady or a guy, a person who loves you knows that they love you. A person who want to treat you good knows that they want to treat you good. And a person who don't love you knows they don't love you. You know? So if you are asking a guy, what is our goal? What is our vision? What is the purpose? I understand people can pretend, but trust me, if people are pretending, how long can they keep pretending? You know, there are two or more things that you can just look out, and then you will find it easily what they are doing wrong or what they are doing right. So I always urge people on to really, really be extra careful open their eyes and understand from a certain point of view that yes, I'm looking for love, but I am not cheap. I'm looking for love, but I'm not desperate. I'm looking for love, but I am not a coward, you know. I can stand up for myself. I know my right. And I know knowing your right, you know, sometimes can lead to a negative way, like too much, I know my right is bad. But at least you should be able to detect that this person is doing that or that. Find people who know the person. Do some inquiries, do some investigation. How far can the person go for you? You know, that comes in with trying people, testing them to know who they really are. You have to find out how do they behave in public, how do they behave in the society, in the community, what are their opinions, how do people see them, who are they in the church, who are they in the mosque, who are they in the Jewish center, who are they, what do they do, how do people recognize them. You know, it is you that's searching for the date. It is you that's looking for the partner and the partner looking for you. So let's watch each other out. Let's study each other first before we start investing. You don't just wake up and just meet the person and then you start investing from nowhere, from no angle, and you think it's normal. You know, if you do this, I feel like you're just wasting your time, you're wasting your money, and you always fall a victim for the wrong to the wrong people. You know, you always fall a victim, and the people will scam you every single day because there are so many people online that are claiming to be um, gold dealers, soldiers. Some are calling themselves pastors, some are calling themselves the malams and whatever, like the graduates, whatever. They're just trying to show you what they have just to get something from you. You know, basically trying to impress you to gain that little thing you have and use it for their own good. You know, so spending your whole time wasting it on social media just to get a partner, just to get somebody to love you, just to get somebody to understand you, I feel sometimes it is a bit extreme. You know, we should take things easy, we should take things lightly, and we shouldn't just focus our whole attention on just like I found a person, I want to make it unbedingt, I want to make it it's unbedingt. I want to make it work by force, you know. I want to make it work by force. It's not by force to make it work in from the beginning. From the scratch, I think what the person should start with is being friends first. Through the friendship, you get to know the person. I know it on social media, but you can know the person. Try the person, test the person. I'm in this situation. I'm in this situation. That is happening to me at the moment. What can the person do to help you physically, financially, emotionally, psychologically? What will they do? Do they pay attention to the things you are discussing? Are they waiting for you to just finish talking and they just drop what they want to say? Or are they really to go far with you? What are their plans for you? What are their thoughts? So Jamila B said, being taken advantage of is always bad, especially if the guy knows that he is not serious with the lady, but still intentionally waste her time. Yes, you know, it's really serious. So that is why it's like people don't understand. We always say, like, once I think there is a friend of mine who said, like, why is it that the advice always goes to the ladies? Why is it that it's always ladies they are advising? Yes, it's always ladies that you have to advise because you are the one that have the choice to choose the person whom you want to submit to, whom you want to respect, whom you want to love, whom you want to put the ring on your finger. A guy cannot go on the street and start wanting to put ring on any lady's finger if the lady don't allow them. You know, so that is why you need to learn more about relationship, about marriage, specifically about men. How do men behave? Who are men? We are different species. You know, you shouldn't let people, the society lie to you. The Western world say we're all the same, we're all equal, we're all this. My dear, There are so many ways that keep proving day in and day out. The scriptures prove it that we are all not the same. You know, the men thinking faculty is different, the ladies' own is different, the emotional wise, the psychological wise, everything is different. So if you end up just giving your all and they're thinking that, yeah, I will know him later on and blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying you can know a person 100%, but at least the basic steps you have to know before you switch that mood, that love, that juicy love movement into the person, or you start investing into the person. You don't just invest like that, you know. You don't just invest like that. We've all been there before. We know how it feels when people take advantage of you. We know how it feels when people use you for their own benefit. It's terrible, it's terrifying, and sometimes it's not just good, but what can we say? It's like we have not much to say, but we know that God is with us, and he will always see us through. But definitely he has given us the wisdom to also use it for our own good, our own benefit, and to understand certain things. So in case you are watching me and then you have also had such experience that you want to share with us, or you know somebody who have been in that situation that you want to share with us, please leave it in the comment section below, and we will gladly read it and also reply to the comment whilst the video is still going on. Let's educate each other, and let's keep educating each other. It's really necessary that we educate each other very, very well, regularly and daily. You know, see what happened between the mom and the daughter, and see what happened between this guy and the unknown guy online, all in the name of I want to marry. And one thing that I think lead ladies to pressure is when they find out that their age mates are getting married, the young ones are getting married, their moms are complaining, the society is talking about them. I understand ladies have age limit. The biological clock ticks faster. And it's crazy how if you cross a certain age that you start panicking because you have less time, you have less time to get married, to give birth, especially those that want to have children. It's really difficult that when you cross that age, you start panicking and shaking. Can I make it before this age? Can I make it? If I get a guy, how long are we going to study each other? How long is it going to work? Yes, you are right. You should be able to think and be concerned about it, but don't be too much desperate. And even if sometimes we can be desperate and searching, yes, it all works, because even searching for God, we have to be desperate in searching for God before we can find him. Like we have to diligently seek it, have to go all out. So I understand that you have to give your all, you have to give that power to search for it. But once finding the guy or the guy coming into your life, I'm not going to show the guy that I'm desperate. I'm not going to show the lady that I'm desperate. No. But at least I will express myself, my feelings, normal, basics. Is the person calling me, and am I calling the person? Am I the only one doing the calling, or is the person doing the calling? Am I the only one creating the conversation, or the person is also creating a conversation? How often does this person check up on me, and how often do we talk? All these are necessary, all these are important that you find out first before you invest your time, your money into a particular relationship. We shouldn't let our moms push us. We shouldn't let our dads push us, our siblings, the community, the society push us. And one thing I can say is that our single period is the time we use to build ourselves. We use to get to know who we are. Even the person you are dating, what is their goals? What is their vision? What are their purpose? What are their dreams? Do your vision and their vision matches? Do your purpose and their purpose matches? What are their plans? Do they have a dream? How do they intend to achieve that goal? How do they intend to achieve that dream? How do they intend to make impact in the society? What are their, how were they brought up? How were you brought up? What do you want to change in your life? What do you want to change in the person? Is the person willing to change? Are you willing to change? Because we all get to understand that it's two uncompleted people coming together to complement each other. So if that is the case, then you should know that the person have a fault, the person have something that need to be corrected, that need to be dealt with. Same thing applies to you, because first, we are not complete, we are all half, so we are coming together to complete each other, which is complementing each other, being there for the person on their weak times and when they are like, empowerment, that's the thing. Yeah, so that is the vibes, and then I want everybody to get it into their head, put it in your, behind your, what you call it, your book. If you just take the book, the first thing you see is that be vigilant, open your eye carefully, and don't be a victim to this social media scam called love, all because of marriage. Don't waste your time. You can use it for something precious. You can use it to make money. You can use it to build yourself spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally. Heal yourself first and make good out of it. Make good use of your time, and don't let people dictate or show you what to do and what not to do, when to do them and how to do them. You know, let's let not the society influence us too much. I know the society have big influence on us. What people say can break us, sometimes people talk without thinking that this thing I'm saying can hurt this person. Because they feel they are right, because they feel what they are saying is true, they think that is it. I just have to say it. Not everything you feel is right, you have to say. Not everything you feel is right, you have to just voice out. Sometimes you have to think, how is it going to hurt this person? How is it going to kill them? How is it going to weaken them? Am I adding to their problems, or am I solving the problems? We are expecting people to solve our problems, but we are not solving other one's problem. We are expecting people to understand us, but we refuse to understand others. Relationship is all about understanding. Relationship is all about understanding. If there is no understanding, if somebody tell you love, it's a lie. I love you, I love you. Yes, you love me. Why do you love me? Can you bear with me when I'm toxic? Can you bear with me when I'm broken? Can you bear with me when I'm down? When I'm no more, when I have no strength left, when I can't eat, when I can't feed myself? Can you be with me? This is what some of the things and the qualities you always check before you give your all. Yeah. So, my dear guys and ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching me, you have any idea, you have any experience you want to share, please kindly drop it in the comment section below. It will be read. It will be, yeah. And then the last one that I want to talk about before we end this video call, or we end this YouTube live. Oh, God, help us. How to change the narrative about Africans, how to change the narrative about Black people, the perception people have of us. People have this mindset that Black people are poor, Black people are broke, Black people cannot do anything for themselves. And I want to let you know that that is people's perception, their thought. If you let it consume you, you cannot make a difference. But if you give it a second thought and let it motivate you, you will make a change in your society, and no man can stop you. You are who you are. You are who you think you are, not what somebody think you are. The life we are living in today was somebody's vision, was somebody's dream that we are living in. The bed we sleep on today, the flight we catch, the trains, the bus was somebody's vision. Just imagine, I want to fly, and they started flying. I want to get a car, and they started making cars. It was somebody's vision, somebody's dream. What happens to yours? That's the question. What happens to your vision? What happens to your dream? What happened to the goals that you want to achieve in life? Why do you get easily broken? The guy who created Amazon didn't complete education. The richest man on earth did not complete education. I understand education is important, but it's not everything. I understand money is important, but not everything. Before you can get the money you are looking for, please start thinking of how the way you want to get money will benefit the society, the community in which you live in. Somebody created a car because they don't want to walk that 1,000-mile journey using horses to run up and down again. And today they are making billions of billions of billions out of it. It was just to help the society, and they made rich out of it. Somebody created aircraft, and today they are making money out of it just to help other people. Their intention wasn't to make money. The intention was, I want to fly. And they did fly, and today everybody is being able to fly in their dreams, their vision, that they made it out to be reality today. What are you doing? What are your goals? What are your purpose? What is motivating you? What is killing you? What is bringing you down? What is telling you to do and what is telling you not to do? Why are you not being able to achieve what you want to achieve? I understand people have some privileges, people are different, and people are benefiting. But what are you trying to do to benefit the people, the society, the community in which you come from, in which you live in? We are strong together. We are broken. We are wasted. We are useless, divided. Let's fight together. Let's do it together. And let's build each other. We should not let the devil get the better part of us. We should not let what people are trying to say to us get into us. Let's build a shield, a cover. Let's make a great change. Let's make our place a better place. Because without Africa, the whole world wouldn't be surviving. You can think of it, all the natural resources, 75% of them is coming from Africa. But yet still, nobody regard us, nobody respect us. It doesn't matter you were born here or you came and live here, or how much or how long you've been living here, how you can speak the language or not. They still always take advantage of us. They do it to us every day at our workplaces. Before you go to work, you need a promotion, you need a position, you think you're qualified for it. They'll tell you don't have a certificate. Now you made a certificate, and now they tell you that, yes, you don't speak good language. Now you speak the good language, and then they hide it behind you to pay the other people. They just have a problem with your color. No matter what you do, your color identifies where you are from. It's not where you were born anymore. We know that, yeah, we learned it in school. What is a citizen? A citizen, is where you were bred, you were born. Citizen is by birth, by insurance, but not by insurance, and then by voter's ID card, by passport and everything, by birth certificate. That makes you a citizen of a country. But these days it's no more. Maybe that can happen back home, I don't know. But here in this other part of the world we are living in, people don't give a damn and people don't care anymore. All they see is that you. All they see is you. They don't care what you're holding. They don't see the certificate. You can be like the highest graduate in that company, and they still pay the people that you taught in the company even well than you. They treat them better than you. They give them allowances more than you. Why? They are not friends with you. They don't like you. It's just because of the benefit they get from you. The benefit makes them smile with you, buy you some chocolate, have a nice time with you, invite you to places, and you think they love you. It's just to keep you in the company, to be useless and be useful to them. What did Jamila B said? For my point of view, most Europeans have negative perceptions of Africans because of what some of us display. For instance, have you ever been asked whether you sell drugs? If yes, why? If if mostly because Europeans have seen that some Africans work and drugs dealers and now assume that all of us do it. And the next one is another example. Some Africans women are denied government financial support. Why? Because they perceivably have taken advantage of this support. And then if we put a better picture of ourselves, I think things could be better. Okay, what you just said about being taken advantage at work, some Africans also do it to each other. It happens among everyone, not only between black and white. All right. I understand your point of view. I understand what you are trying to say, and I get your point. But let me first of all start with the drug part you talk about. Black people are not the only ones selling drugs in the country. Which country is the drugs coming from? Let's start from there first. Who is bringing the drugs to the country? It's not black people. No. The farm that they plant all the drugs from, if you go to if you go to what do you call it, Mexico, if you go to this what do you call it, Latinos countries, it's not black people planting. If you go to America, if you go to China, it's not black people. So somebody brought it. What are they doing to that person? Why not hit the country that it come from, but you hit the people that are selling? I'm not trying to support it. I'm not trying to say what they're doing is good. No, it's bad. But that should not justify that we are all the same. If that is the case, it's white people that are planting the drugs and bringing it for black people to sell. So why don't they hit themselves? Why don't we perceive that they are all also drug dealers? Who is even buying them to drink? Who is consuming it? We see them on the street. We see the junkies. Who is consuming? They are the one consuming. So if that is what you are saying, then we should just dive deeper into this and let's find out the source, where it's coming from. If they want to stop it, they can stop it. It's just politics that you have to also understand. And then talking about financial benefit, black people are not the only people taking financial benefit. We have all these Hungary people, we have Romanians, we have what do you call it? Chinese people, we have Asian people, we have all of them taking benefit from the social. Not only black people, so we don't justify it that because this is what they are doing, that is why. No, let's be real and true to ourselves. Nobody's defending anybody here. Nobody's accusing anybody here. I'm just trying to let our people know that we should change the narrative on how people see us. But if you say that is the reason why they see us the way they see us, then it's a wrong perception. Because just because I travel to Austria and maybe a police beat me up does not mean that all policemen are wicked, all policemen are bad. No. I will not judge because of that. So nobody have the right to judge because of what one or two people did. A whole continent, it's not a country. Africa is a continent. So out of billions of people, out of millions of people, out of millions of people, and you judge based on 1%, come on, that is ridiculous. Nah, that doesn't make sense, and that should never ever be justified like that. Or because I came here and I experienced bad relationship with work or so many other stuffs, and then I'm like, okay, all white people are the same. No. All white people are not the same. All black people are not the same. It's individual. We should never judge people because of one person. Yeah. Said what? I never said black people were the only ones. Your question was specifically towards black, and so my answer is also towards blacks. Yes, I understand that your question is towards blacks. My question was about blacks, but you are saying that that is the reason why. That is how the answer is. That is the reason why the Europeans, have seen, okay, is that it mostly because Europeans have seen that some Africans work as drug dealers and now assume that all of us. So the point is, why would you assume? In the first sentence, you said what? Some of them. So why would you assume all of us? Then if we are also, that's why I'm bringing the point, if we are also assuming that all white people are drug planters or drug dealers, how will the world be? So nobody have the right to assume for anybody. Catch people on their own and deal with them accordingly. Yeah, it is still the perception, and I know it. Yes, I understand. It is still the perception that the people have on us, and I totally understand it clearly. And I know that what some of our people are doing is totally bad and it's really, really reckless. But one thing I will not agree is that you judge me because of what another fellow did. Then if you are jailing that person, you jail all of us then. Because if you are judging me, so yes, we all have been asked. We all have been asked several times. You even see people in the train and they start winking to you and asking you if you have drugs on you. Do you want to sell drugs to them? Yes, we understand. And we know that is the reality. But what we are trying to say here is that that should not be the reality. That should not be a reason for somebody to be walking on the street and you ask them, do they have drugs on them? And you start accusing or assuming that all black people have drugs. So what I'm trying to say is that our people can change the narrative by starting to do different things, by starting to bring some different ideas, different employment and working hard, and stop doing all these drugs. All this perception towards us is really bad and it's damaging our image. And that is what hurt me the most. The perception towards black community is really bad. Every country, every family, every religion, every state, every individual have their personal problems, right? So my way is that we should not judge based on that. So what they are doing is just not fair, and that is what I want everybody to understand, that it's not fair. They should never be, no matter what, whether most of us are doing or some of us or anything, it should not be judged by everybody. It's not fair that I'm walking on the street and then you just see me. Hey, do you have drugs? Hey, do you have something on you? I want to buy something. Like, am I a supermarket? I'm not a supermarket. So that is the thing. It's like no matter what, I don't see any good in this thing that people should be able to judge somebody based on what they think and how they see the person. You know, it's really bad, and then I don't buy that idea at all. All I wish and I want for my people is that we will work hard, change the narrative, and let people see us different. The things we used to do, let them know that we don't do it anymore. The things that make people see us bad, let's just try to stop it and move forward, because the person brought the thing by themselves, but at the end of the day, you'll be the one that they accuse, you'll be the one that they will blame. So because I entered into one family and one person treat me bad, and then I blame the whole family, or because I enter into a classroom and then the teacher was bad to me, and then I say the whole school is bad. No, come on. That is not fair. But definitely it is the reality we are living in, as you said. But it should never be the case. It should be able to be dealt with. This is even like, if you look at this carefully, we can call it harassment. Like, you harassing me, because you see me on the street and then you're making me feel uncomfortable by asking me if I have drugs. So I'm going out and I'm feeling uncomfortable because I think the police might control me. The police might shoot me dead. The police might just do anything to me, or everybody I meet on the street is going to ask me if I have drugs. You are going to the street and you are feeling threatened already. You are going out and you don't know if you will come back safe. All because one person did something. 1% out of millions of people, and you judge it. That is really not okay. It's not okay. It's not. Yeah. It's not about agreeing or not agreeing. No. The thing is that the perception have to change. We experience it ourselves and we know it is the truth. But nobody have the right to do that. That's what I'm trying to say. Nobody have the right to judge anybody. Nobody have the right to condemn people because somebody did something wrong. So let's see the positive part of it. Let's change the narrative and let's make sure that things work for our good. Because Black people, we are beautiful, we are strong, we are talented, we are creative, and we can do a lot of stuff. We can change everything for the betterment of our continent. Let's educate ourselves. If you come across this video, kindly do me a favor, share with your friends, and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend that we're in the building and we boss it up right now. So in case somebody want to say something, they can quickly drop what they want to say, and then I would gladly read them out before I sign out. But before then, I want to say I thank each and everyone that joined me today, each and everyone that turned up here to watch me, to comment, to contribute to the program. I say I am grateful, and I'm grateful really. Yeah, and then I think there's one last question, which was like, even Black people take advantage of Black people, not only white or Black. And when I was saying, like, I know that Black people do to Black people, white people do to white people, but I'm talking about percentage wise. I'm talking about the majority, how they see things. I'm talking about why is it that way. I know our people also take bribe before they employ people who are not even qualified for the job and everything. Yes, we understand. That is what we are trying to change. Not only white with Black or Black with white or black or white. No. But it's happening in this part of the world a lot. But nobody's talking about it. And if you want to talk, people will not let you say. People want to defend it. People want to fight for it. People want to say something, Away from Vienna, Walkagase. Yes, so people want to defend it. People want to stop it. And that is really painful. And that is what I'm trying to say. So what I would say is that Please, let's change the narrative. Black people, Africa to the world. Africa is the place to be, and Africa will always be the place to be. So, so what? No problem. Lady B, we will come. Yeah. So we are having a youth program on this. What is the date? Guys, give me the date, which is 11, 12, 13, which is this Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yes. It's a youth program in OFM Vienna, Omega Fire Ministry. Omega Fire Ministry. So please, everyone that is coming should try to come along with a friend. Invite that your friend and tell that your friend to tell another friend and tell another friend that OFM is having the biggest youth program ever in Austria, and everybody should turn up. It's going to be fire. God is going to do miracle works. If you want to see me doing my presentation, please come along with your friends and let's enjoy. Let's have fun. Let's worship Lord. Let's praise God, and let's do it with joy. Let's worship the Lord. Let's praise his name, for he is God of God, the King of kings, the ancient of days, the God that is, was, and will always be. Join me, and the address is Wallach Gasset 2. So Wallach Gasset 2. It's in 23rd district. If you want to use the U-Bahn, you're using the U6 to Perfecte Strasse. Perfecte Strasse, and it's just like 5 minutes away from the U-Bahn station, or 3 minutes, something like that. But better still, just turn on your what is the name? GPS. Put the address in, and then just come to the place straight away. And we will be happy to have you, and we welcome each and everyone. Love you guys. Kiss, kiss, peace, peace. Once again, I sign out. It's your boy B to the K to the D and the NAS in the building. Yes, 10, 11, 12. That is it. 10, 11, 12. That is the date. 10th, 11th, and 12th, which is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So today is Thursday. Okay, that means, sorry. That means tomorrow. Yeah, that means tomorrow is Friday. Yeah. Wow, I did not even notice. I thought tomorrow is Thursday. Yeah. Right here, not be small. Say my one eye they pain me, so it take my thinking faculty a little bit backwards. But anyway, it's fine. So tomorrow, and then tomorrow next, and tomorrow next, which is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So please come and let's worship the Lord together. Let's have fun. Let's enjoy. Be there or be square. Peace out. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for spending the day with me. And I'm really grateful, and thanks for having you here. Yes, that is my big sis in the building. Freshie, the leader Bakope, what you see, the gang. So can I thank all the people? So official bastard, or what is it, bastard or something like that, you know that this is a Nigerian English, so it's difficult to understand. And then Lydia, thank you Jamila, who again commented, okay, only the 3 was so vibrant today. I say God bless you so much, and I really appreciate you all. I love you all, and I'll buy chocolate for each and everyone in next year. Yeah, I'll buy chocolate for everyone next year. So, peace. How do I even end this? Audio streaming.